everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Monday night sprints. Hopefully we'll have Stormy's computer working and she'll be able to join us. That's probably, she's probably a little delayed, but we're going to give her a little bit of time. So while we're waiting, maybe, because the very first comment here is from Melmac, who posted, "Hi everyone, stay tuned for the Around the World Readathon August destination announcement." So we'll do that now.
Yeah.
Sound good? All right. So drum roll, please. August destination is Jamaica. Yay! Jamaica. All right. This can be fun. And as Tiffany and I were just saying before we popped on here, Melmac does such an amazing job with the prompts.
It's incredible.
Seriously. All the prompts are, I think, off of locations in Jamaica, which is very cool. So I'm going to go through them for you guys and just share them with everybody. You can go back into the Discord later and check them out for yourself and decide what you're going to read. But so the first one is Kingston, which is the capital of Jamaica. And it's read a book that takes place in a coffee shop or features coffee. And she explains why she picked the prompt for that location. Montego Bay is read a book that mentions any form of music. Port Antonio, I think, is read a book that has a cookout or a picnic. Perfect for the summer. Falmouth, which is to read a book that has anything that glows. Because supposedly there is a luminous lagoon and it's a bioluminescent, I cannot say that word, bay in the world. So it's got a bay that glows. That's so cool.
They do look incredible.
Santa Cruz, which is read a book that has a character who drinks any kind of alcoholic beverage. And Ochos Rios, which is to read a book that mentions any body of water or has a water element or feature. So if your character has a bath or a shower,
there you go.
Right. So yeah, so that's the Around the World Readathon. And it's so funny. Just today, actually, I was talking with the lady that I'm the assistant for. And she took off the last day of the month, which is a Thursday. And then she took off the 1st of August, which is a Friday. And we were chatting and she said, "Oh, yeah," she goes, "I'll be texting you because month end is big for us with numbers, right?" So she's like, "I'll be texting you when I get off the plane." I said, "Plane, where are you going?" She's only off until Tuesday. She says, "Oh, we're flying to Jamaica for the weekend." I'm like, "Oh, well, pardon me." Take me with you. I have never been, and I would like to go.
Kevin and I got married in Jamaica.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Aw.
And she, sorry.
Many, many moons ago, right?
Many moons ago.
I feel the same way. Too many moons. So let us know in the comments what you guys are currently reading, what you're eating, all the good things. Tiffany, what you reading?
I am getting close to finishing. I'm at 1464 of 1831 in the Daphne Project by Jackie Lentz. This is an arc I'm reading for Jackie. And y'all, I'm telling you, this might be on my favorites of the year. I'm really loving it.
Yay!
It's kind of like, did anybody ever read the Sarah Strohmeyer Bubbles series? Bubbles Abroad and Bubble. It's kind of like I don't want to make the comparison, but it's kind of like a lesser, more tame version. And she's not a bounty hunter, but that feels that way of Stephanie Plum. I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. She's not a bounty hunter in this book or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why I get that feeling. I don't know why I get that feeling. But it's a women's fiction, but also a mystery. Very, very, very fun characters. I'm really loving the setting. She's went to a small town to settle her aunt's estate and sell her property and all this stuff. But then there's a mystery going on. Loving the characters, everything about it just is really, really working for me. I think the author compared it to like kind of Bridget Jonesy, and I can see that too. It's just, I'm really loving it. I can't say enough. I'm really enjoying it. What about you?
I finished a book today.
Oh,
I finished,
nice.
why does it always, I cannot remember the title, Breaking the Rake's Rules, which is the Harlequin historical that takes place in Barbados. And it was really good. Like, the beginning of it, I found a little bit slow, but then we got to a point where she was like a stowaway on the guy's ship, and then there was like this battle at sea with like cannons and pirates, and I was like, okay, now I'm down for this. This is good. But it was a lot of, like, not a lot of heavy spice. Like, it wasn't like, you know how you judge it, like, is it like spice, or is it just like the spice was mild? It was just, there was a lot of it, to put it that way, right? So it's like every time you're trying, I'm like, guys, there are pirates. I think you have better things to do, you know?
Right.
Like, and there was one scene where something happened on the main deck between the two main characters. And in my head, even though it's the 1830s, I'm picturing in my head that they're on like a yacht, which isn't very big. And it's just him. It's just the two of them. And then he talks about the crew. And I'm like, oh yeah, there would be a crew. It's a big ship. And I'm like, but where was the crew when they guys were doing this? Somebody's in the crow's nest. This, I know you're supposed to suspend your disbelief, but sometimes you just can't, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little.
But I did get some more into Cliffside Kidnapping today on my lunch break, the intrigue novel that I'm really enjoying. But I have this as an audio arc from Harlequin. So I got it as an audiobook. I've listened to 2 chapters on audio and I don't love the narrator. So I'm reading it. It just is. It happens. And when I leave my review, I'm going to just say the narrator wasn't quite for me. They might be for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know? So each to their own. But yeah, that's what I'm reading. And I do want to finish though on my first sprint. Dawn, The Ghost at Dawn's House. I have 3 chapters left, so I'll probably finish that on my sprint. So, you know, just a little
I forgot I'm also listening to a hockey romance, but I've really been focusing on the Daphne project since it's an arc. And then I have, right after this, I'm starting another arc, Whiskey Business. It's the first in a new cozy mystery series where the main character is a male. And he owns Subplot, which is like a literary themed speakeasy bar type of place. There's lots of puns with the drink names.
Oh, cool.
I'm very, very, very excited for it. I just think it sounds so much fun.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, everybody. Melmac. Actually, I just wanted to see something here. Yeah. Melmac posted that first comment at 5:30. She wanted to make sure it was the first comment. And then she says, I'm reading Clammed Up by Barbara Ross, #1 in the main clam bake series. I always hear so much about that series. It looks so cute. And Michelle, she says to Melmac, I still need to get involved in the Around the World. It's a lot of fun. Melmac puts so much work into it. She does such a phenomenal job, honestly.
I feel like she stumps me each month where I've like left one prompt on the table. The elevator still gets me. I was like, no. Elevator, Melmac, elevator.
That's right. Michelle says, good evening, everyone. Currently buddy reading at Tombstone Courage by J.A. Jance, and just started my newest buddy read, The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. Both have started out really good. Oh, excellent.
Nice.
And Jill says, hi, everyone. I'll be continuing the book club for troublesome women. I'm at 172 of 363. Bless you. I feel like our little group should be called the book club for troublesome women, but for different reasons. We're just trouble. And
oh boy, I'm sorry.
My goodness. And Mary Jo says, hi, everyone. I am still reading Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Excellent. And Mary Jo says, dinner was hamburgers, potato pancakes, yum, and baked beans. That sounds delicious.
Really good. It does sound good.
Heather says, hello, trying to decide what I want to read and making tea. Do you have books to pick from? Do you need our help? Please
let us know our services to you
for free. You can't get a better offer than that.
It, actually.
That's right. Yeah. And Mary Jo says, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Mary Jo.
There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze again.
And Esther Jade says, hi there. I'm continuing reading Tombstone Courage #2 in the Joanna Brady series by J.E. Jantz. We might have a bingo because if Storm's reading it when she gets on here, we're going to have our bingo. I am on chapter 23. Fantastic.
Nice.
And Barb says, hello, friends. Read a lot while you sit on the pot. Eating popcorn. Was looking at Kindle 99-cent sale, and that is dangerous. Yes, Barb, it is. Step away from the 99-cent Kindles titles.
Yes. And then what did I see? Oh, your Amazon gift cards can now use for Audible.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh gosh, I did not need to know that, y'all.
You know?
Huh? No, I'm taking them to work tomorrow.
Annie says, hi, all. I'm reading Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. Excellent. Cajun. Hi, Cajun. Hi, everyone. I am reading Death of a Gingerbread Man, Haley Powell, number 17.
And wishing death upon Haley Powell's mother.
And Amy says, hello, everyone. I'm currently reading Reading and Obsessed with Dire Bound by Sable Sorensen tonight. Excellent. Cav says, good evening. I'm getting in the festive mood with Christmas at Sugar Plum Manor by Rosanna
Nice.
M. White, a nutcracker retelling set in Edwardian England.
Interesting.
Lovely. I like that a lot. Amy says, hello, everyone. Not sure what I'll be reading. I got a couple books on the go. Excellent. And Rena says, hello and happy Monday. I'll be reading In the Unlikely Event by Judy Blume. This is the third Judy Blume book I have read this month. I'm on a Judy July roll. That is delightful.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I've been seeing the memes that say, hey, Judy, we need a sequel to
Yes.
Hello. Hello, guys. Me, Margaret, with Margaret being perimenopausal.
Yeah.
I was dying. I was like, okay.
That needs to be a thing. Because, that would be the generation now that read that.
Yeah. And, I was dying. It was pretty funny. I was like, okay, that's funny.
And Anita, hey, everyone. Tonight I am reading All of You to Death by Lynn K. Hoon. Excellent.
Nice. Hi, Anita.
Angel says, hi, everyone. I am still reading Elizabethan Lover by Barbara Cartland. For dinner was chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes with gravy, and green beans from Grady's. Excellent.
Man, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. And Angela says, hello, everyone. I'm going to listen to Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau and hoping to read a chapter or two of Before Dorothy by Hazel Gaynor. Excellent.
Nice.
Toya says, hey, y'all. Reading Can't Judge a Book by Its Murder. I like that title. Renee, hello. Reading By Book or By Crook by Eva Gates.
Yay.
I love that series so much.
Nice.
And Barb says, oh boy, found another nonfiction book called No More Tears about the Johnson & Johnson Co. This is really an embarrassment of riches. First Mark Twain and now this. You enjoy, Barbara, but I do really like that title for a book about Johnson's & Johnson. That's hilarious.
Right?
It's brilliant. Mel Max says to Michelle, yes, please join Around the World Readathon. It's fun. Are you on the Killing Time with Cozy's Discord? And Melanie says, hello all. I'll be reading an essay from These Precious Days by Anne Pratchett. Wonderful.
What did I read by that author?
Yeah, I think she writes mysteries as well.
She sounds. I'll have to look that up.
I think. Don't quote me. Oh, and Heather decided on The Cat Who Ate Danish Modern. Excellent choice.
Nice.
I think that's the second Cat Who book.
Heather, I don't know if you believe in doppelgangers, but I believe I know yours. I went to undergrad with somebody who looks just like you.
Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy. They say everybody's got a, somebody who looks just like them. Amy says, my mood reading has kicked in big time. All I want to read is romantasy or urban fantasy right now. Hey, that's great. Go with it.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to read away.
Absolutely.
I am all for read what you want. Cajun says, oh, can't wait to see the prompts for Jamaica and to find a book set there. Yes. Kim, hi, y'all. Just read Frog and Toad Are Friends. This was one of my favorite books when I was little. I got it from Weekly Reader. One of my YouTube favorites, sons, was reading it. Oh, that's delightful.
Oh, sweet.
Emily. Hey, Emily. Hello. I finished Bluebird 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yay.
I can only do balloons now. That's the only
okay.
thing with the background. It's the only thing that shows up.
Working on dinner. Deli sandwich. That sounds delicious. And Barb says, I made up a series called The Presidents. I started with 1776, prequel. Then read a book about all the presidents, all nonfiction all the time. Nerds unite. Hey, there is some nonfiction I like. That's cool. Yeah. If it makes you happy, awesome sauce.
As Sheryl Crow said, it can't be that bad.
Right? If it makes you happy. Kim says to Melmac, I love that series.
Yes, by Stephanie Strohmeyer. Exactly. Cation and I might be the same reader.
I'm pretty sure you and Cation are the same person.
Should just read anything Cation reads. Anything she puts up is my next read.
Nice.
Yes.
And then Emily says, I plan on starting Lady Susan later for Jane Austen July and a book club. Fantastic. Nice. And Jill says, I'm having stuffed cabbage and rice for dinner.
That sounds that.
I was laughing because I'm still behind on booktube videos. And I don't know if anybody else saw or follows Michael K. Vaughan. But he did a video about one of his viewers said, well, you read too much trash. You should read something like Jane Austen. So he made this whole video about reading Jane Austen. He's like, they're probably just going to be standing around talking for the whole time. It was so tongue-in-cheek and so hilarious. It was I was laughing through the whole video. Anita says, I had scrambled eggs for dinner. I was in the mood. Girl, I had cereal. So I had chocolate Cheerios for
breakfast for dinner.
As long as you ate something and you're keeping yourself healthy, that's all that matters.
There you go. Yeah.
And Lisa, good evening, everyone. I'm going to be reading more of Wrangled Love by Anne Einerson tonight. Fantastic.
Excellent.
And Cajun says, it was the attitude and zaniness that gives the Stephanie Plum feel. When I first read Stephanie, I thought of Bubbles.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like this one's kind of a definitely tamed down version. And again, of that. It just has that feel. And I'm loving it.
And Kim says, I ate rice-a-roni today. Chicken flavor.
Nice.
Yum. And Cajun says, yeah, browski, not la. Yeah. She says, yay, on finishing a book, Sarah. Yes, thank you. Kim says, probably reading Disney's Land tonight. I have blood work in the morning. I have blood work tomorrow at lunchtime. So I'm with you on that one, Kim. And Cajun says, hope the results are good. Yes. And Paula says, hi, Sarah and chat. Just swinging by to bop the like button. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Kay says, hi, Sarah. Hi, Tiffany. Hello.
Hello.
Jill says, yay on finishing a book. Yes, thank you. And Cajun says, or what you need them to be if this is for your disability. Gotcha. DeShannon, I'm working on reviews and notes this evening, finishing an audio. Mallet's Devil's Breath. Interesting. Lisa says, I can't wait to read Whiskey Business, Tiffany.
I know. I'm so excited for it. It's my next read. I love Adrian, so really.
I got to get to that series at some point. It's on my list. It's on the ever-growing list of cozies I want to get to.
Right.
Emily says, hi to Kay. How is ACOSF, A Court of Sound and Fury? Something Fury? I don't know.
I got A Court of
something. Science fiction. Sounds good.
Silver Flames, I think.
Yes.
I feel like it is.
How many booktubers does it take to figure out the series? And Cajun says to Melmac, love the main clam bake. Have you not read it before? And Carmen says, hi, everyone. Just finished my Poppy McAllister read and we'll be reading Bath Tangle by Georgette Hare tonight.
Hold on.
I remember when I first started reading some of those books that take place in Regency, a lot of the Signet Regency romances had Bath in the title. And I thought, these people seem to be obsessed with the bathroom. And then I realized it's the name of a town. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the box sometimes. Milmac says to Kim, I heard many good things about the main Clam Bake series. Yes, me too. Oops. Back here, thank you. And Cajun says, Tiffany, I'm telling you, can retro fill the elevator? So I'm saying, sometime in November, you'll be reading a random book and go, elevator!
Elevator! I'm going to notice in every book I read for a very long time. If somebody pushes a button in an elevator, pretty sure I read a romance since then where there was a scene in the elevator and I was like, darn you.
Just check it off anyway. It's just, it's fine. Kay says, I'm listening to the graphic audio. Ooh. Oh, what's graphic audio? Does that mean like a full cast recording or something? Interesting. Of a court of silver flames. I think you're right. I think that's what it is. A cage of spitting ferrets, a cohort of swishing fannies, a can of stinky feet. I like that one. A clan of smutty fairies is the closest. A court of silver flames. There we go.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Brilliant, Kay. Brilliant.
Very funny.
Kim says to Cajun, thanks. This is every 3 months. I'm afraid it won't be good. Lately, I have to choose between medicines and food. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Medication can be so bloody expensive. Kay's making a face. And Milmac says, Tiffany has a fear of elevators ever since the France Readathon in May.
Fear, hatred,
And Kay says, I have done regular audio before, Emily, and this is my fave of the series. Wonderful.
Oh, nice.
She says, and then Angel says, I hope your blood work results are good, Kim. I agree.
Absolutely.
Milmac says to Cajun, no, this is my first read of it. Oh, very good. And Emily says, I just wanted to say that I take credit for the smutty fairy title. Credit where credit is due. Well done.
Very nice.
Very well done. We tip our hat. Michelle says, wow, to Esther, I'm still on chapter 6. And, here's our bingo. Carmen says, I finished my Tombstone Courage chapters for the day, too. There you go.
Nice.
And Melmac's letting everybody know the Jamaica prompts have been posted. Emily says, yes, we need that sequel. Kate says to Melmac, I hope you like it. And Kay is doing, hi, Emily, Melmac, Angela, Kim, Cajun, Carmen, Lisa DeShannon, Jill, Paula, Anita, Barbara, Cav, Amy, Melanie, Renee, Angela, Rena, Annie, Esther, Mary Jo, Heather, and Michelle. And I see Tiffany, and I see...
Yeah.
And Lisa says, hey. Cajun says, hey. He says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Thank you so much. And Michelle says to Melmac, no, sadly, I'm not on the Discord group. Yes, I need an invite.
I think I can get it to you right now. Hold on.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it'll let me post in here. I don't know.
If for some reason it doesn't, Michelle, check out. Do you have them in yours, right, Tiffany? In your video links?
If I remember, but Storm always does.
Storm, if you check one of Storm's videos, she always has the Killing Time with Cozy's group linked. So you can just click on it and join. And Angela says, waving to Christina. Christina says, hey. Yes, Emily, thank you for that one. It is so fitting. And Kaden says, yay to Emily. And Angela says, yay.
Aren't you Carolina's sweetheart? You're in there. Unless you're not on you're in the Killing Time with Cozy's.
Interesting.
Wait, maybe you're in a different one. It says that I invited you. See if you just got an invite for me, and that will be for the Killing Time with Cozy's. But I'm still going to post it in here, and that way if anybody
anyone else wants to join.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our Killing Time with Cozy's group.
Mm-hmm.
And it should, let me see if it just posted. Oh, the comment failed to post.
Yeah, because it's a link and it's a spam thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but if anybody wants to join, they don't have the link. Like I said, go to one of Storm's videos.
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely in hers, in the description section. ML Max says, and the link for anyone else who would like it.
Yes.
And Amy says, Tiffany, your background makes you disappear sometimes. Yeah.
I know. Incognito.
Yeah, she's hiding from us. And Lisa says, good job, everyone who has finished a book. Yes, absolutely. Cajun says to Amy, it's like she's Andorra on Bewitched, popping in and out. So does that make me Samantha? And Barb says, I have a Kindle Paperwhite and a Kindle Fire. Should I get a Kobo? Yes. I am actually moving away from Kindle just because, and I just really like my Kobo. I find the reason is because, Barb, I know that you use Speechify, and I have my video coming out this week. I'm going to talk about this. But Kindle, you can no longer download the ebooks that you purchase. Kindle or Kobo will let you download the ebooks.
Oh.
Meaning you can put them on a different device, and then I use that to upload those books to Speechify so I can listen to them.
Gotcha.
But I always say go for Kobo. Christina says, yes, full cast, a movie in your mind. That is so cool. I didn't realize it was called the graphic audio. That's really neat. Thank you. And Cajun says, swishing fannies. Okay, I'm clutching my pearls. My mind went right to the UK meaning. Yes. I thought the same thing too. And Melmac says, did Cajun, I hope I like it too. I think I will. And then Cajun says, and then I laughed like a loon at the picture in my head. Mary Jo says hi to Christina. Kay says laughing at Cajun. Amy says, for Sarah J. Maas fans, Sarah posted the first draft of A Court of Thorn and Roses, or no, A Court of whatever, is finished. Hopefully we will have a fall 2026 release at the latest. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for y'all.
Wow. Marina says hi. And everybody's saying hello. And Emily says, I know, Amy. It's so exciting. And Amy says, oh, it's Court of Thorn and Roses 6. Gotcha. Okay.
I thought that series was over. I mean, I don't have any idea.
Yeah. And Esther says to Michelle, I'm retired and no TV, so plenty of time to read. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's nice.
And Kim says, I'm hoping the doctor can think of something cheaper for me for some of them. I follow up with her next Tuesday.
I hope so.
Maybe, because I know, like, that's one thing, like, we've got to pay for medication up here, and some of mine are just, I don't know how people can afford some of these things. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, here, we're going to make you healthy, but now, you know, like, and Michelle says, thanks, Tiffany. I got an invite and got in. You are the best. Yes, she is. And yes, Lee says, I love my Kobo. And Kim says, just popped into the Killing Time with Cozies. Michelle says, hey, Sarah, the queen of category romance. Hi, Michelle. Thank you. And Lisa says, I still have my Paperwhite for KU authors, and I've noticed a lot of authors are moving to Kobo Plus. Yes, they are. I still have, like, I'm reading this is on my Kindle Paperwhite. I bought it accidentally on Kindle. I didn't mean to, but, you know, I mean, I still have it because I have a ton of books on Kindle. But going forward, you know what I mean? Plus, there's some authors that, like you said, Kindle Unlimited, they don't sell anywhere else, so you've got to read them there, right?
Yes.
And I don't fault the authors for that.
You have one reader that's not either Kobo or Kindle, right?
Yes, I have that one that's like the universal. It's basically a tablet, but it's an an e-ink tablet. Like it's
Can you use that one for the Speechify?
I could, yes.
Yeah.
But I prefer that on my phone because I listen to it with my headphones.
Oh,
because it turns a print, like it turns an ebook into an audiobook. Right?
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I prefer to carry this around than a big tablet, right?
Yeah.
And Michelle says, thank you, Kim. And Amy says, I love my iPad as an e-reader. You can have all the reading apps like Kobo, Kindle, Nook, and iBooks all in one device. Yes. And Barb says, thank you, Sarah and Snoop Dogg. One must always thank Snoop Dogg. It is 7:32, actually. We went a little bit over. I think Storm forgot about us. I'm going to have to go pop her a message, that lady. But we will do a little reading. Top of the hour sound good to you, Tiffany?
Sounds perfect.
Excellent. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
And how did everybody do?
I did great. I got to 1573 of 1831.
You're doing great. You're doing
How about
great.
you?
Good. I had to pop out because I thought I broke my computer, or I thought I broke StreamYard, because when I put the thing up, like the whatever the background thing, it made this screen. Tiffany, you know what I'm talking about. The screen that we can see, that everybody else is looking at on YouTube. It made it like this small, and I'm like, oh, I can't read anything on that. I can't even see myself at this point. So I kicked out and came back in, and I'm like, oh, it's okay now. And then I added the screen back again, and it did it again. So I think it's just a StreamYard glitch, because now that I've taken it down, it's fine. And I'm like,
Okay.
that's just weird.
Yeah. Ooh.
So, but yeah, that's why I popped off. But prior to that, I finished The Ghost at Dawn's House.
Nice.
Very exciting.
Let's celebrate.
Yes. And we've got a storm. Another reason to celebrate. Yay! Look, you come back to balloons. Isn't that lovely?
They were just for you, Storm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Yeah. I saw you, because I saw her message and she said she'd been out all day.
Yeah, today my aunt took me running around and everything for my birthday.
Oh, that's right. Did you have a good time?
Yeah. It was kind of funny because like we were meant to just go to Finicky Fox and then eat at Iggy's, and my aunt's a little impatient sometimes, and she's dodging in and out of traffic. This one's going too slow, that one's doing this or whatever, and we'll look out for the exit, and there we went right by the exit.
Oh no!
And she's like, "Oh crap, there was the exit." And she goes, well, I guess maybe we're going to Springfield instead of Carthage. So she just kept going. She's like, road trip. And we just kept going. And we didn't actually make it to Springfield, but we went to some other places, Mount Vernon and Billions. And we just went all places and looking for any little knickknack stores or any like bookstores or whatever along the way. And then she's like, maybe we should turn around and go back now because I'm getting hungry and I wanted to eat at Iggy's, which is in Carthage where we were supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And so then I said, I feel like we've made a loop and everything because of the way we went. Because it's like we went through one and come back around and it's like, oh, look, I remember that sign.
Oh, that's a fun
everything. Day. So we finally got to Finicky Fox and everything and Iggy's Diner to eat and everything. But yeah, I didn't get home till about 4-ish, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And we've been gone since like 9 o'clock this morning.
That's a long day, yeah.
That is a long day.
And so I was down there chilling out and I like looked at the thing and I go, crap, it's Monday.
Sounds like you had a good day.
Yeah, so yeah, it was fun. And I bought some books. And
yay!
No.
My aunt bought me a few books too, so she, was helping me out.
Lovely.
Book haul to come because I got some books.
Sweet.
And I was trying to behave myself too, so I had a little birthday spending money, so I.
Good for you.
There
Absolutely. You birthdays are for treating yourself, man. That's right.
That's what she said. She goes, "It's your birthday, myself. Go do what you want."
Mm-hmm. And it's not like you were buying a whole bunch of like brand new release hardcovers for $40 a pop,
Yeah,
we're pretty cheap when it comes to a book.
Well, yeah, because my aunt, she's like, "There's books," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm looking at, and I looked at them and I put them back, and she's like, "Well," I said, "I'm a cheapskate when it comes to books."
100%. 100%.
And so I'm like, I would have got that if it wouldn't have been like, so much. It was like $5 or something. I was like, I'd have got that if it was like $1.
Little out of my price range. Oh, that's awesome.
So I haven't read anything today, but I'm almost done editing. It's a road trip vlog instead of a reading vlog.
Yay! Oh, that'll be so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be longer than it is because I'm like, I'm not going to stay very much at the end because this is going to be really long. And then it's like 12 minutes long because I guess I thought, because I took so many clips, but they're like little bitty clips and stuff.
Yes.
And I was like, well, that wasn't as much as I thought.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yay. Excellent. All right. And Melmac posted
Thanks,
a link for
Melmac.
Discord for anyone who would like it. And my comment with the link is showing up for me, but I don't think it's showing up for anyone else. Yeah, I think it stops links from being posted in the comments just because of.
Yeah, I think unless you're like
spam.
got the little wrench by you or something.
Yeah, if you're but I don't have anybody to police or whatever you want to. I know Tiffany
Mods
had
or
a big
whatever.
time with spam and stuff, but I, knock on wood, don't. So
I used to get some spam, but it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I don't seem to see it as much anymore.
I think YouTube might have cracked down on maybe some of that stuff.
Really
I think
did.
so. I think so. And Barb says hi to Christina. Cajun says, I don't like reading on a tablet because of the front light. I am with you, Cajun, on that one. And Kay says, LOL, oh my gosh. And Cajun says to Melmac, no, it's not showing.
Mine didn't come up either.
Yeah. And Amy says, no, Sarah J. Maas has 3 different series that are interconnected, so none of them are finished. Oh. As she has hinted, that Throne of Glass series may not be finished either.
Okay.
There you go. Barb, I have met my deductible for the year, only cost me my toes. It was actually funny, speaking of like the my video that I posted on Saturday, where I said that I mentioned that I say, that it's not my heart, it's somebody else's. And Ollie posted, he's like, it's been 9 months. I'm pretty sure it's your heart now, right? Like this. And I told Garrett about the comment. He goes, yeah, squatters' rights. I still can't think of it that way, though. But that's, I just thought that was funny. And Michelle, and by the way, I've been chatting with Steve Donahue. For those of you who have been asking, Steve and I will be doing a live show at some point in the future, chatting categories. So I know a lot of people were asking for that.
Nice.
Yeah. Michelle says, Sarah, I love your nail color. Too cute. Thank you.
They are very cute.
I am debating when I go on Sunday to get each nail painted a different highlighter color.
Ooh, yeah.
Just for funsies, because it's the summer.
I would love that.
Like yellow and pink and orange and blue. You know what I mean? Like really bright.
I would love it.
I think the word is obnoxious.
Well, I'm a lot.
I am nothing if not. That's my.
I think that would be great, Sarah.
I think it'd be fun. Kay says, I just looked up the British meaning. Just to clarify, I was thinking shaking booties, rear ends with fannies. It means something else. Oh, and here's Stormy trying to get her PC going. But we got her here now. Yay! I was thinking at first, and not that I minded at all, but I'm like, okay, last week it was just Stormy and I. This week it's going to be just Tiffany and I. Next week maybe it's just going to be Lee and I. It's the Sarah plus guest show.
Right?
And Emily says, that means I need to get on with finishing TOG so I can start Crescent City. And Cajun says to Kay, close. Jill says, I have a Barnes & Noble Nook and a Verizon tablet. Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Kim says to Barb, I met mine with my hip last year. I hate what yours cost you. Aw. Hi, Storm. And, excuse me, Amy says to Emily, I would highly recommend if you read Crescent City before number 6, as the ending of book 3 drops with a big hint of whose POV I think Cawthorn Rose number 6 will be. It's just too much math for me. You gotta read this to read this to read this.
Yeah, I'm reading a Mafia Universe, and okay. I think I might have said I was so upset. So it's by Cora Riley, and she's got 3 series, but they're all kind of interconnected.
Okay.
But so I read like the first 7. There's like 9 in the first series, like her oldest series, which is called Born in Blood. And so they're all like Born in Love, Born in Twist. Anyways. And I like read 1 through 6. And I pick up book 7. I read in book 7. And I'm like, I might have told you guys, I'm like, did this author have a stroke? I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I don't know half of like, I'm like, in the last book, the guy cut out the brother's tongue. I'm pretty sure that they're not this close. Like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I look, you're literally like, how would you know this? You literally supposed to read 1 through 6, then hop over, read 1 and 2 in her second series, then read book 1 in her third series, then go back and read number 7,
Yeah, no.
the original. And I was like, how would I have any idea of
Right?
that? Unless you follow, like I just looked up on Goodreads and, I'm just next one in the series, number 7.
Yeah,
Like,
she should put that somewhere or in the back of the last book that please go over to next series.
Exactly.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
'Cause, I mean, I somewhat follow, but like mainly the authors I follow are cozy mystery authors. But even then, like unless I'm like they're like my favorite authors, I don't even know if I follow them close enough that I might see a post like that.
Sure.
I mean, we talk about them enough because I'm focused on cozy mysteries, but like
Yeah.
romance.
That's why I'm like, either in the front of the book or in the back of the book, it should say the next book.
Yeah.
Please read this one before.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was like, who are these people? What is happening? Like, I don't know any of them. Well, and then now I'm ruined for like the next 4 books because
that's disappointing.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
I found that with this one, the Cliffside Kidnapping one, because it's the first in a series. However, she has 2 other series that are the South Beach Security. And the main character from this one is from the South Beach Security, but now it's taking place in Colorado. So, like, you're meeting a character that was probably in those books. It's not a big deal because it's you know what I mean? It's not like it's tied in like A Court of Thorn and Roses or something like that. But it's still like, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. And Pat says, good evening, Pat. Hello. I am reading Murder Movie Club. Murder on a Monday by Marcy Belzy. I am 68% in. Excellent.
I just finished that a couple days ago.
Wonderful. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Mary Jo, our cheerleaders today. And Pat says, having pork barbecue with coleslaw for supper. That sounds good.
That sounds
good. Did see, when you said murder, I thought, and Monday, I thought about it. I saw yesterday, Netflix posted it on last Thursday. The trailer for the Thursday Murder Club is up. It comes out August 28th. It looks so good. I want to watch it.
I feel like I may have to splurge and like get Netflix back for like a month just so I can watch it.
Oh.
Because we don't have it anymore. That was one of the things.
It's expensive for Netflix. I get it. But I cannot
have to read the first book.
You've got to read it. It's so good. Just as soon as they walk into the thing, and like they have like the murder board up, and they got like pictures of like the dead body and like blah blah blah. It's all these seniors, and they're like, I thought this room was for puzzles, and they're like, not on Thursdays.
I'm mainly excited for like some of the actors and stuff. That's
what I like. The casting is just perfection. Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, Sir Ben Kingsley, like
oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, read the book, Tiffany. Read the book. You won't be disappointed, I promise you.
And just remember, it's cozy adjacent, not cozy mystery.
Yeah, exactly. It's cozy adjacent, but it does have the British humor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Ampy says, just finished Chick-fil-A. I still need to try Chick-fil-A.
I think I've ate there like once.
Well, I didn't realize all they really seem to have is sandwiches. And what Garrett and I really want to try is the Chick-fil-A sauce. But we might go on Saturday. Every time we want it, we always say, let's have Chick-fil-A. And it's always on a Sunday. Every time. And Amy says,
put a reminder up that says on Saturday, go Chick-fil-A because you can't on Sunday.
Right? Yeah, I should. It'll pop up on my phone or something. Emily says, yes to Amy. That is the plan. And Amby says, love the moody atmosphere of the scene. Thank you. And Michelle says, hi, Storm. Hope you're able to make it in. Yes. And she says, come join the fun, Storm. She made it. And
then at the end there, I looked up and I go, oh, it's after 7. Put the phone down and get on. Because I was sitting here waiting, but I was editing my little vlog thing. And so I was like, oops, put the phone down.
Makes sense. That is funny. Mary Jo says, page 243 of 332. Good night, all. I will catch the rest later. Have a good evening. And Lisa says, I got 68% of the book with less than an hour left to read. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Emily says, I hope you have a good night to Mary Jo. Oh, and it's been a sprint. Finish my book, says Cajun. 4 stars. Haley's mother can live only because she is going back to Florida, and as long as she stays there.
I like that.
Well done, Cajun. Well done. And Pat says, I'm at 73%, have 46 pages left. This book is really good, and I want to finish it tonight. Excellent. And Amy says, I got to 82% in Dire Bound. Angela says, at 25% of Mary Jane, we are having a very intense thunderstorm, hoping not to lose power. Fingers crossed that you do not lose power.
We ran into a little bit of rain while we were running around, and my aunt's like, don't want it to rain. I don't want it to rain. And it would like pour down where you could hardly see, and then 5 minutes later, sun's out.
Yeah, I love those. I love those. Anita got to 11%. Barb says 4 pages left. Oh, you're probably done by now, Barb. Emily says, I started Lady Susan. Wonderful. And Renee got to 16%. Fantastic. And yay, Storm! Jill says, read 14 pages. I just got past the halfway mark. Excellent. It's all downhill from here. Angel says, from 59% to 61%. Yay for finishing another book, Sarah. And a hello to Storm. Hey, Storm. And a happy birthday from Amy. And Carmen says, I read 16 pages and wasn't feeling it, so switching books. Absolutely.
Don't blame ya.
And Cajun says, sounds like a fun day, Storm. Hey, M's books are everywhere. Hello.
Hey.
I'm here to read Well, My Pretty One Knits by Anne Canindo. Oh, I love that title.
Nice.
And Angela says, hi, Storm. Sounds like a great day.
It was. I think I may sleep really good tonight, too.
I was going to say, you were very busy today.
And my body is feeling it. I was like moving around really slowly by towards the end of it. I was like, my knee hurts.
You was feeling your age, eh?
Yes, I was.
Yep, sounds like you had a fun day with your aunt, Storm.
Yeah.
And what a great day, says Carmen.
And I tried to leave in some of my aunt's like little snarky comments sometimes when she would like. I was trying to get video. She's really nice about being in the videos or whatever.
Oh, and that's great.
She's like, hi, gotta keep my eyes on the road.
And Pat says, be right back. Amber says, sounds like a fun day. Oh, yes, and woohoo, a road trip vlog. I agree. Yes, sounds like you had a fun day. Sounds like a fun little road trip, Storm. Can't wait to see your video. Me either. Yay. Will be fun video to watch. Absolutely. And Pat is back. Amby says, awesome. And Amby says, yes, love the colors. That's a great idea for nails. Thank you. Annie says, DNFing the 3 before it. Gotcha. The first half of my comment disappeared. I am liking the book I'm reading now. I got to 19%. Excellent.
And DNF the 3 before that.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. And Esther says, so Storm, where you on the Brady series?
Chapter 10, because I haven't read anything today.
You were very busy.
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I said in my like blog, I think I was like, I'm very behind now. Now I got to catch up because.
Don't pressure me, people. Kaden says, almost everyone in my department has 2 monitors but me. I am just not coordinated enough to go back and forth. There's no way I could flip between books like that. I have 2 monitors at work. The guy who sits beside me or in the office next to me has 3. I'm like, now you're over. Like, I'm sorry. I don't work for NASA. Okay.
Yeah. I have 2. Kevy has 3 in his office. And I'm like,
yeah, I just need 2 is okay. But more than that, I think I get confused with what I'm doing.
I used to do this job with just a laptop. So it can be done. But because everything is paperless now, I have the application up on this monitor and I have, and then I can write or my email up there or whatever. Or the chat in Teams where I'm talking with my coworkers and we're snarking on everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Sending each other memes all day because that's how we get through the day. Michelle says, I tried to pick up a Court of Thorn and Roses 3 or 4 times and I just can't get into it. Guess it's not for me. I think I read the first one and decided to tap out, but at least I tried it, but it wasn't for me. And that's okay. Not everything is for everybody.
I've only tried the first Throne of Glass book, and I thought it was okay, but then I never went to it, and then I think I outgrew that kind of stuff, and it doesn't appeal to me anymore. And I wanted to try the Crescent City one because it was like more vampire-y
Yes.
thing, but then everybody's like, no, you have to read the Throne of Glass series first, and I'm like, well, tapping out already. I didn't even
That's
get
right.
started.
Yep. Not for me. Sorry. You almost had me. Ambi says, speaking of different meanings, US and UK, I saw a video of someone from the UK saying that the US filling out forms and filled out something wrong, and he asked the lady at the desk for a rubber, or an eraser. And Cajun said, so excited for the Thursday Murder Club. And Ambi said the lady looked at him like he was crazy. She was like, do you mean eraser? And Lisa says, Netflix is so expensive now. I'm about to cancel it. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I could do a month. I know usually, I don't know if they're doing it now. Do they release it all at once, or is it just one at like? But anyway, I'm like, I'll just get it for like 1 month and watch it, and then because I can binge things like that, and then
I think it's legitimately a movie. I don't think
it's a movie.
Like, I don't think it's a parts thing or something like that.
Well, if it's just a movie, then that's it. I can just get it for a month and then watch it.
Precisely, yeah. I don't think they're I think they're going to put the whole thing out in one shot. That's what it looked like to me from the trailer, but don't quote me. That's my assumption. But we have Netflix now. It's one of the subscriptions we pay for because Garrett watches his wrestling on it. So it's worth the price of admission for us, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm going. I need to read book 3 because I was listening to him and it changed the narrators in book 3.
Oh.
And it totally threw me off, and I just couldn't do it because I was like, this doesn't even sound right. And I'm like, why is it not sound right? And then I was like, that's why. It's because it's a different narrator. But I think it's been a long enough time now that I think I can maybe go back and be like, okay, because I don't remember the other narrator now. It's been a while.
I'm debating on going back and just starting back at book 1 because I think book 5 is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I might go back and read book 1 and then work my way back through, and I'll be all set.
I have book 1 is the only one I have actual physical copy of.
I have a physical copy of it as well, so I might.
And I found it at the library for 50 cents.
Oh, yay! I got what I knew.
That was coming home with me.
Right, for 50 cents. Heck yeah.
You are my new friend. Yeah, and Cajun. And book 5 is coming out this year. Even better. So what is it? July, August, September, October, November. I could read 1 a month and read book 5.
Because I honestly thought it was over because he had that other started the.
Because he brought it. We Solve Murders.
Yeah.
And that's the first in a series, supposedly.
Yeah, so like, so he's gonna maybe go back and forth and do things, maybe.
Yeah. And Ambi says, great cast. Yes, they just chef's kiss. M says, I had strawberry cream cake and lemonade for my after work snack. No idea about dinner yet. You don't need dinner after that. That was a perfectly reasonable dinner. It's 100 degrees out right now. No, just have another piece of cake.
Yeah.
And some nice light lemonade. That sounds perfect.
I ate big at Iggy's Diner, so I had when I came home, I do a lot of different things with cottage cheese, and I made a dip with cottage cheese, and it's kind of like a taco dip, and then I had some chips, and that was I had that. I was like, I'm getting my protein with the cottage cheese. And
Absolutely.
And I'm like really full. I don't really need a whole lot. So
100%. No, I agree with you on that. Or I thought I just heard something. Lisa says, I really wanted to like the book, but I couldn't get into it. I'm really thinking it was just the bad mood I was in. Yeah, that could be a thing. Hi, Missy. Oh,
Dad was like, it's about time you got home. You might have a dog jumping all over you or whatever it is. Because every time he'd turn around, she would like lay down, Dresden would lay down, and then she'd go look in the window.
Aww.
Out the door and stuff. And he was, she's not home yet. And she'd go lay down. And then before you know it, she's
that's sweet.
And now she's downstairs. And Dad goes, don't you want to go up there with her? And I said, no, she's over it now. I'm home. She's been staying downstairs at night. I think she really got spooked with all the fireworks, and we had fireworks over this last weekend too, and everything.
Yeah, because people will set them off continuously for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, and so she associates, I think, coming up here at night with the fireworks. So
Fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
So about 4:00 in the morning, bloop, 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 bloop. She'll get up and I'm like, oh, wake me up. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm distracted because Missy is catching flies
Oh.
and carrying them around in her mouth and crying about it. She catches them in midair. Yeah, it's insane. I'm like, I'm going to rent you out to people because
I'm going to shame you on the internet.
That's right. That's right. Kaden says, I so wish we could loan out our Kindle books to other people. You know, like, yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be. And Michelle says, I need to read the Thursday Murder Club here. It's really good. It is one of my favorite books, honestly.
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to like British humor a little bit too, I think.
100%. I think that's definitely a caveat.
British humor.
Mm-hmm.
I love
because it does take place in the UK, right? So. And Barb says, I just paused, saw the trailer for TG. Ambi says, you can get chicken tenders or strips. They also have salad and chicken noodle soup. Oh, thank you. And Kim says, I love Chick-fil-A nuggets when I don't want the bun. Oh, excellent. Barb says, the Thursday Murder Club, so excited. And then, in big letters, read the book, Tiffany. Sorry, still excited. And Ambi says, that was us a few days ago, a raging thunderstorm for like an hour and then very sunny. Yeah, we had that on Sunday, I think. Like, of course, that was the time that Gary and I decided to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So we walk in and out in the pouring rain. And then by the time we get home, we're like, oh, look, it's blue sky.
We did get lucky enough, though, whenever it was raining, it was while we were in the car and not when we had to get out to go.
Yeah. That's what I said. At least my car got washed. Amy says, me and my mom are going to try to start walking in the morning. Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
Nice.
And Michelle says, I'm about to start chapter 10 too, Storm. So there you go. You're not behind.
Yeah, I'm not behind. Yay.
Angela says, hope you both enjoy the walk, Ambi. And Lisa says, I have 3. I could use one more. And Kim says, we have 2 monitors and 1 laptop. Emily says to Angela, thank you. And Emily says, I'm going to go get Netflix next month so I can watch my Oxford Year. Oh, there you go. I think a lot of people probably do that. They subscribe for like a month or whatever to watch something that's coming out.
Yeah.
Amy says, going to see if I can walk every morning for the rest of the week. That's a great suggestion. Like, start small with like once for like a whole week and then move up to 2 weeks or whatever,
I think I finally decided that I was over Virgin River, though, because the last season came out when I still had Netflix. And my friend Barb watched it and everything. And she's like, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't watched it yet. And she's like, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, oh. So I watched 2 episodes. I got really aggravated. And she's like, you watched any more? And I'm like, no. I never did. And then we canceled Netflix. So I'm like, guess I'm not going to finish that.
Oh, well, it deviated a lot from the books you said, right?
A lot.
Yeah. The books were like cozy comfort romances, and the show is drama.
I agree. Very much so.
Fair. And Amy says, I finally broke down and got Passion Flicks for a month just to watch the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, as I have been a huge fan of that series by J.R. Ward since 2008.
I've never even heard of Passion Flicks.
Yeah,
Vampire series.
Thank you. I thought it was vampires. Yeah, she had the fly up here and she spit it out on the ground and then continued to cry about it. Sorry, Garrett just came up here and I'm telling him about it.
It's a long-running vampire series, too.
Yeah, it's like there's like 47 books or something.
Yeah,
but I mean, Passion Flicks, is that an app?
Yeah, it's a romance, watching.
If I would have just heard that name, I was thinking something totally different.
You thought it was mysteries.
I did. And so maybe I've heard of it before and just I didn't realize it was a romance.
It's like Hallmark romance. You know what I mean? Like it's right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll have to look it up. I do love Hallmark and
Well, I
radio.
don't necessarily. I think it's they take some books and they have put them into.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because like the Black Dog or Brotherhood, they've taken those and made them into movies. I think so. They take some.
Oh yeah, where your book crushes come alive.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's a
and the Black Dagger
subscription.
Brotherhood, Tiffany.
Yeah.
It says it's not safe for work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
That's why I said it's not Hallmark. It's, but it's like
Um,
some book series, some books that they have.
okay,
Made.
I'm gonna have to look it up. But I need to
Yeah,
know exactly how to spell it because I feel like it could go if I look this up on my phone and I'm wrong.
Passion.
I think it's the
FLIX.
FLIX or whatever. I think.
Yeah,
Because
I'm on the screen. I'm on their main screen right now, Tiffany. I think that they've even turned like some Harlequin books into.
Yeah, I think so.
how much is it a month? To the person who was talking about it, who was that?
Amy.
Amy. How much is Passion Flix a month?
It's a good question.
Did you
subscribe from $6.99 a month, Tiff.
Oh, okay.
Sarah, did you know that they made some Hallmark or not Hallmark, but Harlequin movies like in the 90s?
Yeah, I saw that. I actually am the back of some of the books that I was reading.
I've watched a lot of them.
Have you?
Yeah, they're fun. They're just I guess you would say just a light romance with some mystery.
Yep.
A lot of them were more like the suspense ones, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks great. Oh yeah, so that's the one. I did subscribe to this for a single month to watch the movie The Trouble with Mistletoe because it was based on the Jill Shalvis novel from the Heartbreaker Bay series. Did you need me for something, sweetheart? You do? All right, you can just wait a minute. All right, it's 8:30. Let's jump into a sprint for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish off the comments. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
I just finished my editing and then uploaded it. And since I was uploading, I couldn't listen to anything. I was going to read, and then I thought, well, I can just make my little thumbnail for my video instead. So I did that.
Excellent. You were productive. That's good enough.
Very productive.
Mm-hmm.
I got to 627 of 1831.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. I did not do any reading because I have finished 2 books today, and I'm going to call that for the day, and I scrolled Instagram instead.
I don't blame you.
And Ambi says, not sure if my mom will walk with me every day. Yeah. Hopefully she will. You'll
Maybe
have somebody to
start
walk
small and build up to every day.
with. Absolutely. And Amy says, I have to admit, I'm very impressed. They did an amazing job bringing the Black Dagger Brotherhood to life. There you go. Rousing endorsement. And Lee says, even once a week for a walk is better than nothing. 100%. You're outpacing everybody sitting on the ground. And Amy says, I think my aunt watches Black Dagger Brotherhood. Storm, I think that means your dad missed you today.
Probably a little of that too, but I don't think it was too much because he was out running around and everything. Because I said, "So how are you doing?" And it was around, I don't know, 11:30ish or maybe even close to 12 or whatever. And he's like, "I'm okay on my way home, just going to Price Cutters to get some cereal or whatever it was." And I was like, what do you mean just on your way home? You should have been home like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So he'd been running, and then he confessed that he ate out somewhere because he couldn't be outdone. I was somewhere, so he had to.
Oh. That's hilarious. He was out painting the town red.
That's right.
And Ambi says to Lisa, yes, any walking is better than none. And Amy says, for those not familiar with the Black Dagger Brotherhood, series by J.R. Ward, it's a paranormal romance series.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And Emily says, Missy needs to come here. I have a fly that's been flying around for the past 2 days. So annoying. Was it last night? I was laying in bed, and then I forgot to grab my pills. So I got up, turned on my bedroom light, and Missy sitting on the bed, and immediately her head goes up to the ceiling like this, right? And she's laser focused, and I look up, and it's a moth. It's about the size, like it's like, right? Which I'm just like, oh. So I grab like a pillow, and I whip at it, right? And of course it goes flying. Missy flying through the air in her mouth in one thing, and she's gone out of the room. I'm like, thank you very much for getting rid of that.
Oh my gosh, that's...
I'm like, and that is impressive, ma'am.
Dresden tries to catch flies, but I don't think she does a very good job of it.
Barb says, we solve murders and the Thursday Murder Club will meet. That is what the author said. Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That means I need to get on the other one now. I still haven't read the We Solve Murders yet.
And Elizabeth didn't care for it.
Mm.
So I loved it. And Cajun says, what is TG?
Maybe Throne of Glass? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it might.
Oh, maybe Throne of Glass.
Throne of Glass. Yeah. Maybe. I'm not sure.
You could be right, Tiffany. That seems reasonable. And Lisa says, can I borrow Missy? There's this one fly at the house. And the dogs and us cannot get any. It keeps landing on our heads. Oh, flies are so annoying.
They are. Golly.
Angela says, I need to read the Thursday Murder Club as well. I would suggest a read along, but you know how bad I am at doing those, so we're not going to be doing that. However, if anybody wants to read it, I'm happy to open up something in my Discord. Y'all can have at it. I do want to reread it, though, before the show comes out at the end of August. Maybe it might be an August read. Amy says, I'm not that crazy about British humor. It's definitely an acquired thing. But I lived for
the Thursday Murder Club trashy literature.
for senior sleuths solving a murder in England, I don't see why not. I mean, the whole point of trash is it's not. It's
yeah. Well, that's why I was saying. You said you good.
It's genre fiction.
Me might read it in August. That's why I was like, is it trash?
Right. You know what? That's a good. I'll have to see where that's going to fit on the bingo card. Speaking of which, I got to edit that video when we're done here. That's got to go up tomorrow. And Michelle says, I'm getting Netflix for 1 month. just to watch the 3-part Amy Bradley documentary about the lady who went missing from the cruise ship. Missing from a cruise ship. Like, did she go on land and didn't come back? Or did she just disappear off the cruise ship? Because that's creepy.
Or did she go overboard?
You know, that's the only way you're leaving a cruise ship.
Well, that's our secret compartment somewhere.
Yeah, and then she had some sort of a submarine. I don't know. Not making light of somebody's disappearance, but I'm generally curious, you know?
Yeah, I guess I hadn't heard of it, or maybe I hadn't. It's just kind of, because you hear about a lot of that stuff, and it's sad and everything, but you just don't remember it, don't retain a lot of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Carmen says, I thought that too, Tiffany. Throwing a glass. Yeah. Amy says, yes, Virgin River did get annoying in the last season. And Pat says, going to tell you all good night, getting sleepy. Was at the podiatrist at 8 a.m. They got my labs and x-rays done back by 2 p.m. Back wearing the boot for 6 weeks. Oh, boo, that sucks.
Yeah.
Lisa says, the passion flicks, it's like spicy Hallmark.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Just have a good night to Pat. Barb says, I get Netflix and Apple TV with my T-Mobile for free. Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay.
That's cool.
Amy says, the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward has 22 books out currently and is still going. With new book out in September. It's been going on for 30 years. First book was out in 2005. I knew it's been out forever.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Because I know there was at one point I was going to read it. I'm going to read that. Because there was a time when I read a lot of paranormal romance. I don't read quite as much now. That's why I was like, my reading tastes like just flip-flops all the time, where now I'm getting back to where I kind of like want to read like some paranormal romance and stuff. And I think Crew of Hunters has a lot to do with that and everything. And
same as anything else, I think like your mood, like as your life changes and you get older, you're younger, circumstance changes. All of that can change your reading, I think, 100%.
Yeah.
And Angela says, good night to Pat. Nanny says, my cat used to do that with bugs. They want to keep it moving so they can keep playing with it. So much for animal instinct. Yeah, that's literally what she was doing, was like, I will let you go, but then I'm going to catch you again. And Tanya says, I have the Harlequin movies on DVD. Oh, that's fun.
That's nice.
And they're actually bringing out the Montana Mavericks is coming to, I want to say, theaters. Like it's not going to be a made-for-TV movie, but like Harlequin is legit doing like, I think, a theatrical release or something like that.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. My favorite old Harlequin one is the one with Simon McCorkindale, because I just like Simon McCorkindale. It's not like the greatest, but it's like Simon McCorkindale. And then they did This Matter of Marriage. That's Debbie Maycomer.
Yes.
And I love the book and I love the TV show, but they are really two different things.
Gotcha. Fair.
I mean, there's a little bit of the book in the movie, but the movie is so funny, it cracks me up. But
okay,
it's really different.
I'll have to look for those. Sorry, that's 20 years, not 30. Yeah, Amy, 2005, 20 years. Don't age me.
It's okay. We all math that way,
right? So, like I said to somebody else, I said there's a certain group of people, our generation, that believes the 80s was 20 years ago. Don't try to correct them.
This is true.
My husband was like all excited because he downloaded iHeartRadio because we're so behind the times. He's like, they have a whole station on here that's just vinyl. And literally he goes, it's some guy just playing vinyl records, like the stuff from the 70s and the 80s that Garrett loves. He's so happy. He's walking around with his headphones on, bopping out to Led Zeppelin. I'm like, whatever makes you happy, sweetie.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't take a lot to make us happy.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. We are simple people. Emily says, I read a couple of the Black Dagger Brotherhood in my 20s, but I stopped in the middle of the series, so I wasn't following. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Emily says, I love to watch Harlequin movies. And Emily says, early 30s, I can't remember. And Michelle says, Stormy, you must have read my mind because I was going to message Sarah asking her about the Harlequin movies that were made in the 90s. How funny.
That is funny.
I love this comment. I love Jessica Fletcher peeking over Stormy's shoulder.
I know. When I'm editing the videos, I feel like she's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And Amy says, I was thinking about asking her about them last night, but I forgot. More moody atmosphere, yes. And Phoebe, I was in Indiana and had no Wi-Fi, so I read and finished 4 Harlequin love-inspired suspense novels.
Wow.
And now I'm home and trying to figure out what I want to read. Excellent. Well, welcome back.
Well, we need to celebrate. That's a lot of
Absolutely.
books.
And Barb says, I finished my book. You know what I did? I learned a lot, but I was not on the pot. That's hilarious. And just wait. Can you just calm down?
Mom, I'm hunting.
Yeah, basically. Now I want to sit in your lap and annoy you. And Angela says, way to finish 4 books. Absolutely. And congrats to Barb. Hi. Yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. And Barb says, okay, next Monday, I think I would like to be live. I am now on StreamYard. Yay. So next week we get a Barb. You're on, hi, I'm busy. You're on Discord, right, Barb? Because I'll send you the link.
I think she is.
Yes.
Excellent. We get a Barb live and in person. So we have Comedy Monday at, what is it? The Comedy House is... And Amy says, I read another chapter. Carmen made it to 5%. Don't bite me. And Angela got to 30%. Kim didn't read, playing Monopoly Go. Excellent. Emily says, took out the garbage and read a couple of pages. Cajun said, got to 22% of A Very Crumbleton Christmas, Crumbleton number 4. Excellent.
That's sweet.
And Angel got to 64%. I finished 1 chapter that I already had in progress. These are long chapters. Yeah.
Good for you.
Well done. Cajun says, yay to Barbara. Emily says, in Lady Suzanne, Jane Austen is a slow read for me. Yes. And Anita says, I got to 17%. Thanks for the sprints and have a good night, everyone. Missy, you just got drool all over my laptop. Thank you, ma'am. Anyway, sorry. Life with cats. Have a good evening. Be safe, and I hope to see you all soon. You as well, Anita. Take care. Jill says, read 8 more pages. Kay says, I got lost on my way to the shower. I don't want to ask how that happened. Angela says, good job. And Kay says, thanks for hosting today, Sarah, Tiffany, and Stormy. Have a fabulous evening. Sleep sweet and take well. You as well. And try not to get lost again.
I think I might sleep pretty good because I'm tired.
I'm not answering a call at 9 o'clock at night from a number I don't know.
Nice.
And Kay says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified and perhaps see more of Missy's antics. Right, ma'am? Right. Good girl. And come on. There we go. Cajun. Missy is talented. You hear that, ma'am? You're talented.
It's
You're
soon
also
to be the Missy Moo Show.
It is the Missy Moo Show. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Hello? Hi. Thank you. Why I didn't answer the first time? I think I have the wrong number. Yeah, I think so. Sorry. Amy says, thank you, ladies, for the sprints. Good night, everyone. Good night to you as well. Emily says, thanks for hosting. Em says, I loved We Solve Murders. It was so good. I think it's right now at my favorite book of the year. Yeah, because the spreadsheet that I used this year, she created a book bracket. So every month you can pick your favorite book and tick it off. And then it puts it on this separate sheet, which makes it a book bracket. Then you can pick between. It's really cool the way the girl did it. So, yeah, it's still, I think, my top book of the year. Amy says, I watched a YouTube video and read 3.5 pages. Excellent.
Very nice.
Kaja says, I love We Solve Murders. But again, he does not write cozy. Sadly, people get disappointed because other people call them that, and they are really, really not. I really, really agree.
Yes.
Carmen says, I love British
Carmen.
humor.
I love it. I love it too.
Me too. Cajun says to Carmen, me too. Amy says, it was the start of chapter 15 and back on Blossom. Wonderful. Amy says, it's more action. Oh, or is it more action or more romance, the Black Dagger Brotherhood? I'm going to assume more action because it's vampires, but I'm assuming
I think there's a lot of romance, though.
Yeah, a lot of adult content.
I think it's a little spicy.
Yeah, that's my understanding too. Heather, Kindle won't let me download books. What am I going to do when I travel?
Do
You can
use
download them
Libby?
onto the Kindle, but you can't download them off of the Kindle, is my understanding. You used to be able to like download them to put them on your like computer, but you can't.
Right. And Heather, if you have like Libby or Hoopla, you could also make sure that you have some books on there.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you do that, but
And Lisa says, off to spray for bugs. Have a good night and a good week, you as well. And he says, summer on YouTube. Okay. I know, right? And Angela says, good night to Lisa. And Kate says, the 80s were 20 years ago. I weren't hear anything else.
nothing.
I concur. Totally agree, Cajun. And Tanya says, I got mine from Amazon. And Cajun says, Heather, does it give you an error? Hi, Missy, the great flycatcher from Cajun. She came, she was loved, she left. Christina says, yay for finishing and all the progress day. Hope everyone has a beautiful evening. You as well. And Barb says, yes, I am. I will send a message. I have a tablet. I hope that's okay. Absolutely. As long as it's charged and you can use it, that's perfect. I think Tammy uses her phone.
Yeah,
I think she does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sonia sometimes uses a tablet. So.
She does. She sometimes uses her iPad. You're correct. Yes. And Amy says to Ambi, Black Dagger Brotherhood is more romance than action, but it does have some action in them. It's about vampires finding their mates while fighting the enemy faction. Excellent. And Michelle says, thanks for the sprints, beautifuls. Have a great rest of your week. You as well, my dear. Ambi says,
I like your new profile pic.
Yes, it's lovely. And Amy says, live will be over in a few minutes. When it's over, I'll be in there. Barb says, dinner. And Angel says, good night, everyone. Thanks for hosting. Have a great week, everyone. And Kim says, good night, y'all. And that is it, guys. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Glad you were able to make it. Glad you had such a good day, Storm. I know we talked yesterday about what's coming up, but if you guys want to share very quickly for anyone who wasn't there last night, what do you got coming up, Tiff?
Yesterday, I had the mid-year freakout tag come out, and then on Thursday, I have an unboxing for a box set that I think it's a publisher, but some authors put together and sent.
Very good.
One of them's Julie Moore, Storm.
Oh, really?
Very cool.
Cool.
Very cool.
I also had the mid-year freakout tag come out, and tomorrow I'll have my 2 on Tuesday if I don't forget. And that's my problem. I'm like, well, shoot, it's already half the day's over. Now I got to get on there.
How's it already Tuesday?
It's already done and edited and everything on my computer. It's just getting in there. I forget. And well, I'll have a book call coming up sometime, and I'm fairly certain. I feel like I'm behind on things, but I don't know if I am or not, because I said that in my video. I think I'm behind on videos, but now I don't remember. But yeah, there'll be something.
Fine. You had a good day today. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm behind, because I still need to do my weekend. I call it like the weekend review or something like that. I don't know. Where we talk about the week and stuff. I had it all planned out. I even wrote things out so I wouldn't forget what to say. But I just got to get it filmed, because I usually was trying to have them come out on Mondays, either Sundays or Mondays. But I'm like, it'll be late because I'm busy today.
So. You were out having a great time.
That's right. That's right.
And for me, I got the Garb August announcement video coming out tomorrow. Yay. And the Speechify video coming out on Thursday. Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah, and it's like a couple days before payday, so we have like X number of dollars in the bank, and we get a text when it goes below so much money. I'm like, why are we below? And then I look and go, oops, Speechify came out. Sorry, Garrett. You can't have a cookie with your coffee. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, that's what I got coming up. But anyway, thank you again, ladies. Really appreciate it. Everyone have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. And PK's got sprints going throughout the week. But Tiffany, are you back to normal on Sunday? Like our sprint are we doing this coming Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know because it's the summer and things are happening.
Yes. Because in August, I have to miss 2 dates in August because I'm going to Illinois the 3rd through the 10th. And so it's Sunday to Sunday. So both days I'll be traveling on that Sunday.
Okay. Excellent.
But then after that, I'll be good.
This one's going to be the read along that Melmac has, right? It's the 20th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right.
Yes. And then yes. So 2 weeks in a row. We have the read along, and then we have the cheese read along.
Oh, okay. Very good. Excellent. So many read-alongs coming up, guys. Get those books read. Thank you again, ladies. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you later.
Bye everyone. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank